Hey guys, it's Audrey, your queen, coach, creator here, and thank you for tuning in and watching my video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm so excited about this video for a number of reasons, because let's just face it, it's 2018 and there's an energy that says, like, we about to get it. We about to get everything that we've been holding back on, and we're about to do things that we've decided not to do because of what other people think. And this energy is saying, nah, we about to take over, we about to do our own. So I'm excited for this video because it's talking about something that's very, very important to me, and that's authenticity and being true to yourself. So this video is about my experience in the Pretty Big Movement dance workshops, and it's huge for me because if you've known me for a long time, you know I love to dance. I love everything about the organization of dance. I love the rhythm, I love the movement, I love the fluidity, I love the stories that dance tells. Okay, so if you do not know about Pretty Big Movement, if you do not know anything about, plus size and dancing, and if you're just new to this, let me show you what Pretty Big Movement is all about. There you go. Okay, so now that you've seen the video, now that you've seen what Pretty Big Movement is, Pretty Big Movement is an all plus size dance group. And I mean, these women are everything. And it's not just about how they choreograph their routines and how they present themselves. Like, in the actual workshop, it's a spiritual kind of thing. And I say spiritual because it starts off in positivity. It ends in positivity. There's nothing about that workshop that, it's just you go in and you dance. And for me, that's very important. The reason why I decided to take these workshops to get back into dance is because in high school, it was part of my outlet. I didn't think I was the best. I knew I was not the best dancer in high school. But there was something about dancing that was true to me. Being able to choreograph a routine or to put my all into dance and leave everything on the stage was very empowering to me. And over the years, as I've gotten older, as I've let life kind of take its course and I forgot the things that were important to me, dance was one of those things that just fell on the back burner. Like, I would go out, I'd party. I used to be in the club. I used to, be at parties and do my thing. And people were like, oh my God, like, you can dance. Like, you really can dance. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I can dance. And I just, shrug it off and just keep it moving because I was just enjoying myself. But at the end of the day, dance for me has always been an outlet. Like, if I am stressed out and I know I just need a really good pick-me-upper, I throw on some music and I dance just because. So to get back into dance and to take these workshops was very important for me because I needed it. I'm at the point where I need the things that make me me. I need everything that keeps to my authenticity, that speaks to who I am, and dance is one of them. So I could have taken any workshop. I live in New York. There are dance classes for just about everything and everyone. But I decided to take the Pretty Big Movement workshops because A, I'm plus size. I'm plus size. Yes, I am. You know. B, it's mainly about empowerment. Like PBM is an empowerment like organization first and foremost. So I'm like, okay, I'm plus size. I'm all about empowerment. And C, I could afford it. Seriously, I could afford it. Like it's not denting my pockets to take these workshops. So my mission was to attend as many as possible, and I'm already done 2. The first one, that's the video that you guys saw. The first one was amazing. It was hip hop. It was fun. It was finesse, you know. And my takeaway was that it doesn't matter who you are or where you're coming from. If you just have a love of dance or a passion for it, or you want to do something different, then the workshop is something for you. Another thing was how they end the workshops. Now, my second class, I didn't do any video for the second class. My second class was maybe a few weeks ago. And that Saturday was a busy Saturday for me, and I was tired. But what I realized coming to the end of the class is not that I was physically tired. I was mentally tired. Like, I was so deep in my feelings and my head that I forgot why I was even in the class. I forgot that I wanted to attend the workshop just because I love to dance. And I was so wrapped in my feelings and wrapped in my head and wrapped in everything that has been going wrong that I completely missed the moment to be in the moment. And what was hard for me in that last class is emotionally I broke down. Like, I was such in a bad headspace that I just, my dam broke. You know, I'm standing there at the end of the workshop and I am crying. Like, I'm in tears. At the end of the workshop, they do, I call it an empowerment circle. And she goes over, Akira Armstrong is the founder. So Akira goes over the mission of the program, so to speak, and the why, as to why she's so involved in Pretty Big Movement and why it's around and what its purpose is for those of us who attend the workshop. And she does this thing where she says, you know, she goes around the circle and she says, I am pretty big because, and you give your why, you are pretty big. And there's so many things that I could have said when she got to me. There's so many things that I could have said, so many words I could have chosen. But when she turned to me and she asked, you know, she said, you know, your turn. And I said, I am pretty big because I am resilient, or because of my resilience. I chose resilience. Of all words, I chose resilience. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know I could have said a number of things. I could have said, I am pretty big because of my passion. I am pretty big because of my voice. I am pretty big because of anything. And I chose resilience. And that's a really heavy word, you know? Resilience is a very heavy word. Like, why, of all the words that I chose resilience. In that moment, reflecting on everything that I have gone through, everything that I want to do, things that have me stuck in neutral, and things that I'm still unpacking and trying to heal from. Resilience was the word that my spirit spoke, because in order for me to get up and do what I do, day to day, moment to moment, in order for me to continue being who I am and trying to walk in authenticity. It takes a great deal of resilience, a great deal of bend and no break to get through to people and to get through the day to day. And I chose resilience in that moment because I've lived my life being resilient. I've lived my life overcoming one challenge or obstacle to the next, and I think I'm at a point where I no longer want to be as resilient as I am. Like, resilience is not going to leave me. That's a part of my fabric. That's a part of my DNA. But I don't want to lean on it as much as I do anymore. And the reason it took so much out of me when she approached and she said that, and the reason why I ended up in tears is because in that moment, my identity started to come apart. My identity started to come apart. There's so much that I do, so much that I am, so much that I want to do. And when I dance, I am vulnerable. When I do the things I love, I am vulnerable. And that's honestly why I decided that I wanted to take dance workshops, and why Pretty Big Movement was it was purposeful, and why I chose it. I wanted to be around women who looked like me, women who had a passion like me, women who kind of defy the rules and find their niche and make it their own. And I wanted to embrace the dancer in me once again. I mean, there's nothing that excites me more, except a really good plate of food. A really good plate of food. There's nothing that excites me more than dance. And I mean, I love it. Did I want to take professional classes at some point in time? I sure enough did. I really wish that I could have taken dance classes when I was younger. I wish that there were enough people in my life to see that part of me and invest in that part of me. That just wasn't my childhood. That wasn't my adolescence. It wasn't something that people around me sought to invest in. But I wish they did. I wish they did. It took me a long time to get here. To get to a point where I'm doing the things that I love to do. Like, I feel like had there been an investment in me when I was younger to do the things that I love to do now, I wouldn't have taken as long as I have to get to where I'm going. I would have been on the right track. But again, like, that's in hindsight. I realize and I know that my story is what it is because that's how the universe designed it. So I'm not going to say, oh, I wish that this had happened. I will say that if an investment was made, then another outcome would have ensued. And I'm okay in knowing that that's not my story. I'm writing the rest of my story. Literally. I'm writing my story, and I'm okay with my story. And what I want everyone to take away from my doing dance right now is you can do whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to take dance classes, take dance classes. If you want to learn how to yodel, learn how to yodel. If you want to be a writer, if you want to be a traveling trapeze artist, actually that takes a lot of work. So if you want to be a traveling trapeze artist, please get the training that you need. But whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you feel on your heart is your passion, and you want to explore that creative side of yourself, don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box and say, well, it's too late for me to do it. Because it's not. It's never too late for you to pick up and follow your passion and live your dream. Like, when I say this energy for 2018 is real, and people are really getting their best lives together and doing what's necessary, it's real. I mean, the amount of people I know that are saying, F it, I'm gonna start my business, or F it, I'm gonna go back to school, or F it, I'm gonna do what I have decided not to do because people told me it was not worth doing. Pretty big movement launched into the atmosphere because they saw a niche that needed to be filled. They saw a need for an all full-figured plus-size dance group to make waves and to defy the stereotypes and to defy the standard rules. And that speaks volumes to me. That means a lot in my life. That means a lot to me. So I'm thankful that I'm taking these dance classes. I'm tired, like really tired at the end of it, because, you know, I'm moving muscles and body parts that I haven't moved in a really good decade. And and I'm weary. But at the end of each class, as I'm coming home, I sit around and I look at the women that are just as passionate about their best life as I am. And I look forward to the next class, because you can't find that everywhere. Watching, look forward to my next video. There's so much more that I'm going to talk about, a lot more that I'm going to lead into, and I want you guys to know that there is always a queen, there's always a coach, and there's always a creator inside of you. You just need to tap into that energy and lead with it. Love, kisses, I bid you adieu from your own queen, coach, creator.